Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Marty. Rebecca, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Steven, how are you, bud? Good morning. Alpha, good morning. Winning Circle, good morning, good morning. I did the December contract. So I'm in the December contract right now. Good morning, Steven. We got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the cash market open. Yeah, it needs to be December, whatever that is. Z. That's a Z. If that's a Z, that's a Z. Uh, let's take a quick look here. All right, guys. So we have a target. Market is in sync on the short side. We have a target. So if you're looking at the volume on both contracts, the September and the December contract, you'll see that the December contract is more than the September. So everybody needs to be on the December contract today. And Ninja Trader would have alerted you to roll over. All right, so the market is in sync on the short side. We have a target of 683. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. We have a harmony zone number one, 83 by 93 and 708 by 18. I'll deal with this later. All right, we hit our target. Next target is 608. Good morning, Steven. Yes. Winner circle. Yes, it is Z. It is Z. Selling pressure coming to 608. Market is in sync on the short side, and we're getting movement in that direction. Target is hit. Next target is 583. Target is hit. Next target 558. 558. Harmony zone number one is 608 by 618 and 33 by 43. ES is breaking below Globex. NQ has been below Globex. Globex is 733, so ES is stronger than NQ. Moving to our target of 558. All right, we're getting a bounce. The market is out of sync. We got very, very close to hitting that next sequence target of 558, and the market just kind of bounced off of that level. That was a quick little burst of energy up there. So what's the key for this morning? The key for this morning is actually spending some time really listening to the market, understanding it, and give myself a little bit of time to see how they're treating the stops, then make decisions. So the market is responding to harmony zone number one, pulling back. They made a captain setup long and failed it. So that's the negative behavior. When we're looking for the news, we don't see any news really of any significance coming up right now. We have bunch tomorrow. Not CPI. Yeah, ES is selling off too. They put a captain setup short right here at the 80. Microsoft is green. Okay. Thank you, Alpha. Retesting harmony zone number one again. There is pressure in this market. Joseph, yes, while we're doing the December contract. If you look at the volume in the December is more than September. So it's time today to flip and roll over. DJ Mike. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. So we're seeing a little bit of the price perking up here. Um, it's a switch trade that we're gonna most likely push up. To harmony zone number 2. That zone is 33 by 43. Okay, here we go. Double captain set up short on ES. So that's, look at that right here. That has to resolve itself lower under 79 with a stop of 83.50. So that's gonna be an issue here right now, and we're right around Globex as well. $8.48. We got about 12 minutes to the top of the hour. Running the stop 29.39. We should be coming back down to that 25 range. All right, so what we got going on here is they ran into harmony zone number two, retraced it slightly, put a captain setup short, and ran it up. Another captain setup short, pulled it back. The market is stabilizing. We're running back up to 683. The nature of price action today is you see how they're like very slow, and then they just take off, and that's just a sign that the volume is trying to migrate between the old contract to the new contract. So just during that, Friday into that Monday of that rollover, the price action tends to be a little bit unsettled as it migrates from old to new. So I need to give the market a little bit more time, probably 9:30, and see more of it before I jump in on anything. Well, that's quick. Next target 708. We're hitting the bottom end of the Globex band, which is resistance. ES is definitely showing a lot of support. Target for ES is 5702.75. We have harmony zone number one of 90.87 and 84.81. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. We have harmony zone number one at 58.48. Harmony zone number two is 83 by 23. So what type of market we're having here? It's an expansion market on the short side, and we're backing and filling on the long into the middle of the range. So right now, the market is basically in the middle of the range, and that's a non-trending behavior overall. We need to get at a minimum a push below harmony zone number one at 645.75. That it Okay. I said we need to get that push lower. I'm looking for pullbacks to buy into this market with a target of 708. but we're facing resistance at the bottom in the Globex band. So you're gonna get, you want to see a bit of a bigger pullback to justify trading the run up into Globex band. So we may get that here, the market pushing into this zone, and then if we see a high, a low, a higher low, that could be a good signal to get us in long and see if we can break the whole number 700 into 708. So you got the whole number plus that zone. All right. Yeah, most likely we're gonna break into this harmony zone number one. Here we go. So they did a stop run, 59 to 49 to 43, 17 points. Okay, that's a decent pullback. Now let's see if they can make a higher low. It's 9 o'clock. Right. Well, that's the first touch of that zone. Actually, it's a second touch, be honest with you. I mean, you could look at this price structure here in that pullback as a first touch. So that type of structure is a long structure. We have a target of 708. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. The market is out of sync, so it's a two-sided market. But the overall mood of the market is long. And here we go back again, testing this Globex band. So if we run into it, I expect the market to kind of get faded back in. Here you go. Here comes that fade. Yeah, see, they are struggling here. They're struggling. A bit of a rounding behavior too. I mean, ES is strong. I get it. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, and that's the this area right here seems to be a stopping block to any move up. So most likely we're going to see a bit of a pullback. I'm looking for that pullback to buy into this market. Here it comes. I mean, that's the middle of the range push, but we should be seeing a little bit more. I hope to see a little bit more at least. And a stop run here would be 75 to 65 to 60. So here it comes. That's the 65. And this stopped at a dime, like, very close to it, 65 and a quarter. Yeah. Okay, so we may get more. Yeah, we're gonna get more. Here we go. So 75, 65, 55. That's 20. That's 20 points. Yeah, look at that. It's a nice run. It's 55, 22 points, or almost 25 points from that stop run, and they hit Harmony Zone number one and bounced it right back up. All right, guys. So we got ourselves into harmony zone number one. We bounced off of it. We made a higher low, and now we're breaking that high, that recent high. So our target of 708 is in action, and it's coming up. Then after that, I mean, you have nothing but glowbacks really at that point. Captain set up short here will have an impact. Ooh. Yeah, we may end up busting to that 78 level. Yeah, it's a captain set up short. So there's some more, there's sellers here. I get it. I'm still looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, but we know that this bottom end of the Globex band is always going to be a bit of a resistance area. I'm going to step away for just a moment, get some water. I'll be back. You know what that means, Alpha? The market is going to make a big move. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that was a captain set up short. How's everybody doing, by the way? Adam, Brad, DJ, Sheila, Marty, Rebecca, Steven, Thomas, how you doing, buddy? Joseph, Alpha, Ethan. Still watching? Okay. Okay. Let's go, baby. Good job. Okay, let's keep working. It's early. It's a Monday. I will be back. Give me a second. Okay. See, I'm telling you. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. You know, walked away and look what happened. Big move. And it all started with that captain setup. That captain setup short right there. I was like, okay, well, that's a captain setup. We should pull back. Harmony zone number one. We came in here, ran the stops from 63. Then we ran the stops from 51 to 41. That's a nice bounce. This would have got me in for a flat to a stop, and now the market is coming in and chewing through harmony zone number two. We're Yeah, look at that. I mean, they're gonna close this candle here lower, which means that we are gonna be in sync on the short side. We can start looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity against the middle of the range. We'll see. It's 927. We just need to be separating ourselves from this middle of the range business. I mean, we need to either expand below 550, here we go, or go above 744 and expand above Globex. Anything in the middle is going to be choppy. So now the market is in sync. On the short side, we have a target of 583. We have a harmony zone as resistance. Zone number 133 by 43, then 58 by 68. And we will reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 55. Captain set up long on the 20 NT Rinko, a potential counter trend move that could take us to 24 and 34. Here comes the 24. We got what did we get here? 22. Okay. Our target is 583. 583. Here comes a 583. And target is hit. Next target is 558. Zone number one. Zone number one, 608 by 618 and 33 by 43 is zone number two. And rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis going to that 558. ES has shifted as well completely. And we have a target for ES at 56.71 and a half, with resistance in zone 1, 84 by 7, 84 by 87, and 90 by 93. So the market is in sync, both ES and NQ, and the market is in sync short between the 200 and the 100. So we're looking for these rallies to short into. Maybe we'll get Harmony Zone number 1 retest. I mean, we're so close to that 600. We just broke it. So we'll see here. Hold on. Wow. Here you go. Here you go. Adam, tell me you're loaded in, because that's your kind of player right there. Yeah, I figured that you'll be all up in that one. Good work, bud. Hey, you're up, man. Let's take it. Take it. Target is hit. Next target is 508. 508. Okay, so we gotta adjust this. Yeah, this is all jacked up. Let me see here. Okay. Next target is 508, and we are looking at a harmony zone number 1 of 58 by 68 and 83 by 93. We will reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 580. Okay, that's a push. I'm gonna take that one here. Let me see here. 83, 93, 600. Let's see if we can get into the sixes. And also 96. Yeah, yes, Sheila, we're in the December contract. The volume on the December is higher than the September contract. All right, let's see if we can get in there. And need my stop to be above 10. Here we go. Now the question, can I get to 69? I should be able to get to 69. I don't want to go break even right now. All right, nice, 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 nice. That's a nice one. That's how that harmony zone number 2 needs to be acting. Just like that. All right, so we're out of sync, and the market is bouncing between harmony zone number 1 and 2. First touches of zone number 2 held into zone number 1. First touch of that zone came back up and tested. Now most likely we're going to spend some time just kind of oscillating here. So, at a good test of harmony zone number 2 is typically it's just going to be a reversion to the mean. So that's kind of the distance that I measured. And look at this crazy move. Back up. So they're running the stops from 90 to the whole number, and probably gonna fade it back in to that 80. Here you go. We got the 80 out of it. Hey Ethan, how we doing, buddy? I haven't heard you today. Good morning, Vitali. Good morning. So now we are in this channel, and we got very close to closing the reversal candle here, and we had the 600 plus that target. So now the market is backing off of it. That's still negative. I mean, you really have to break that 608 in order for the market to reverse and be buying the pullbacks. So the behavior that we just did here is more negative than positive, and the shorts are still active against that 600. They ran the stops just slightly above that high and then faded it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of break that 58, but we'll see. You don't, if the market gets to 87, that's the captain set up long on the 30. Here we go. We just did. So we're gonna push higher a little bit here. Let's see how far though. That's true, Adam. It's absolutely true. I mean, this one into harmony zone number 2 really worked out nicely, and even the one after it worked out very nicely. But lately, just the way they've been behaving, they're just whenever you're getting the reversal, they almost like it seems like they slice right through zone number 1 and 2 at that last move. Okay. See how we hit that actual trend line and reversed? That's going to be a big deal at 90.75. So if we don't break 90.75 soon, we're most likely going to break the 75 and flush toward that 58 that we talked about. We broke that channel. There you go, 58. Every time, yeah, whenever you see that behavior of them like reaching to a trend line just like that and not break it and reverse, like literally an entry at 83, a stop at 91 and a quarter, one tick above that is good enough. and then you're getting a reaction. Market is in sync on the short side. I mean, they went from resistance to support here. And we're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. If we get anywhere in the 70s, I mean, that's a similar pattern. I mean, that's something worth noting here. You see that behavior? And now this behavior. Same exact behavior of getting that close to that trend line and then just getting faded. It's just negative in nature. And if we're lucky enough to ever see this, it's really good areas for entry. It didn't help that you're in support at support, but still, even that from 63 to 47. See how this is different? How they busted right through it. So now you have to look up for higher prices and see if they establish channel number 2. So this is channel number 1. And let's see if we can find channel number 2. Switch trade, switch trade. Here we go. Let's see it. How far you want to go? How far you want to go? So the stop 74, 84, 94. That's a 20 points. Yeah, we should get faded here a little bit. Maybe push toward that 80, 85. Apex Rhythmic. Anybody else is experiencing issues with the Rhythmic, guys? Look at that. Damn it. Yeah, so here we go. My rhythmic is working fine. Anybody else? So DJ is experiencing issues. Adam is experiencing issues. Slow fills. Okay. So some of us is experiencing, some of us are not. Okay. Well, here you go. So some people are having issues, some people are not. How did we do, Brad? How did we do today? Green 2 PAs. Excellent. 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 Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Man, I can't believe it's 10 o'clock already. Okay, most likely we're going to close at 6:08 with this type of behavior. They ran the stops, and now they're going to probably just close 6:08 and run the stops even further. Here it comes. Even if they pull it back against that 600, I mean, the market has support all the way down to 58 again. So that 58 is going to be, if we get there, it's going to be a captain setup. If we get to 75, that's a captain setup short on the 70 NT Renko. So 75 to 58 is going to be a critical area for the market to support. Otherwise, the whole structure will collapse and will hit the lows. I mean, 75 is coming up. That's not too far away. Captain set up short on the 70 NT Renko, and 58 needs to hold for the longs. If they can't do it, that would be a captain setup short on the 70. I mean, on the 100 NT Renko, and that would be a big deal. So that's the resistance, that's support. So that 70 NT Rinko is still holding up. I mean, that if we get a switch trade right here, we should be pushing the price lower. A switch trade here is gonna and push towards 70 and lower. Here comes 70. It's just all about product of that 70 NT Rinko Captain setup short. So you see that one right here, 75. The market went back to the 90, retested it, but that's just a setup for a short right here. And that's just giving us that type of resistance. Plus you are trading. You trade. This is resistance, harmony zone number 2. This is support, and look at that. Wow. And we got a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. That's a big, big deal. That formation with a high above, which is the 600, is going to be the pivot point for the remainder of the day. As long as we trade under 600, the market is going to be biased on the short side, with a push toward 508 and lower. It's 10 o'clock. We got 1 hour. One issue here, 63. 63 is a level in which if we hit it, that will produce a captain setup long on the 40, and the market will counter trend. So I don't want to see that. 63. Also, yeah, that 63 is going to produce, 61 is going to produce a captain setup on the 30, then the 63 on the 40, and that's against that 70 NT Rinko captain setup short. So that 61, 63 are going to be an important levels for the shorts to protect against. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna break 61 for sure. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. See that 61 was it was just so close you would think that they're going to break it, which is fine. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. That confirms that short bias and that momentum on the short side. Target number 3 here is hit. Now we are off of that captain setup short. That's a big deal right here. We have a target of 508. How we doing, Thomas, by the way? All right, so they're running the stops here. I mean, okay. I mean, you really want to go all the way above 600? Is that what the market's trying to do here? It's a Monday. That's why, Adam, I've been like, I had one trade. That's it. Like I know these Mondays, and especially in the morning. Good lord. I gotta just be fairly careful, pick my spots, make a good trade or two, make some money, call it a day. That on Friday, those are the 2 days that if I look at all my statistics over years and years and years of trading, Monday morning and Friday, all of it. I'm almost tempted to say Monday morning and Friday, just leave it for evaluation accounts. Like don't trade your personal account, don't trade PAs, don't trade nothing. Just trade evaluations. That's for me at least. I mean, other people can be very effective during those two times, but at a minimum, I need to be very, very selective during those two times. That's good. That's good, Steven. Some days, you're gonna have to fight. I don't even know what that is. Be honest with you. I gotta look that thing up. Cellulitis. What is that? Yeah, does that come from eating too much dessert or something? I don't know. Let's see. Ooh. Oof. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. That looks serious, my friend. Yeah, didn't you know what, Adam? I heard about that too. I got an email from FTT um, saying that they're having issues. They're having issues with their vendors. They're having issues with Rhythmic, and they're resetting people, and they're gonna make everybody whole. And also, they're gonna stand by you know, by their traders during this time. So all these funding accounts that use Rhythmic, they're gonna experience similar behaviors. Like obviously, we went through Apex issues with Rhythmic, but but Apex is a better funded company. Like they got money and been at this game for so long, so they were able to kind of fix it and put some pressure on Rhythmic to really kind of revamp things around. So hopefully FTT can turn the corner there as well. All right, so they sliced right through people here, and let's see here. I mean that's actually fairly amazing to see that they put that captain setup and got very close to that 508 level and just reversed it. I mean, that's a short signal that's getting run over now. I mean, when I said Apex fixed the issue, they didn't fix it. I mean, they have better infrastructure to handle it. I don't think they have their own servers, do they? Like their own Rhythmic on their own server, or are they just basically using the Rhythmic servers? Uh, NKM, I am on my Apex accounts and using Rhythmic. Some traders are experiencing some issues, others are not. That's what they have to do. FTT has to get their own servers. You cannot be, especially as they grow as a company and they have the potential to really grow big, they really need to invest more. China is ahead of Google for the development of quantum computers. Game over for the markets? How is that? Explain. Is it possible that we're trading against a quantum computer? It's very possible. Rebecca, how's Rebecca doing? Yeah, keep working, keep working. You're churning right through it. Now, with this little trap that the market put on, reversal toward 683, so 608 is not in play. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that one, Thomas. I mean, Adam, I'm trying to think: is these issues due to, for example, FTT, or is it due to actually Rhythmic, the company, having issues? Yeah, so it's not like Apex is the issue; it's Rhythmic is the issue, or FTT. Not the problem of FTT; it's Rhythmic is what's having an issue. Okay, good job recovering, Adam. Yeah, it's usually right after an update. I'm with you on that one, Adam. Target is hit here. Next target is 658. Harmony zone number one is 608 by 98, and 83 by 73 is zone number two. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 600. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. We're back to the middle of the range. So you could see that the market is just takes out the low and rally back up. Took out the low here in a stop run below 656, ran it to 560, and then flipped it back in and just did it again. So that is a stair step behavior that the market is doing. So we're in the middle of the range. Most likely we're going to disconnect the 200, the 200 from the 100, and the market will churn up a little bit here. And that would be consistent with the behavior that we've seen earlier. So they're going to run the stops. They're going to 612. They're going to probably take it to 602, or and test that 600. We tested harmony zone number one. That's a good test. So you run 608 to below 600. They flush it. If they flush it right here into that middle of the range, you're going to get a bit of a bounce back up. Ultimately, the target for this rotation is 658. If we break anything under 600, then the market will be out of sync, and we will go into a two-sided market. All right, here we go. We're running these stops here. 608 to the 600. Most likely they're going to flush it a little bit here. 608. 98. Yeah, we should flush even more, but we'll see. Probably run back to the 600 and try to flush people above it. See how quickly it jumped? Like literally, it's a flash and you ran like 10, 12 points. All right, guys. So far, I have one trade. That trade is for one contract for 17 points, up 345.82. And let's see if we can add to it. Trying to be selective on a Monday. A DV because you need to go on your contracts and change it to December. That's why. This is the December contract. Everybody should be on the December contract right now. Market is out of sync. Market disconnected. We're testing harmony zone number 2. $90, $80, $70. Okay. Hey Ray, we got these charts from right to left. It's 2010, 200, 100, and 150. Those are the 3 charts right there that you're looking at. So testing harmony zone number 2, and the market is bouncing off of that level. That's a little bit more stress here on this market. 89 is 79. $89, $79, $75. So 69, I mean, that's something here. They're bleeding the market here, but here we go, 69. So that they should bounce right back up here to 83. That's interesting. Not 83, huh? We should see a better price action here for the longs, like a break above 80 and consolidation. Otherwise, we're going to break into that 558, and that would position the market for a continuation of the selling pressure. And then we have lower targets, including breaking the lows. So right here, the market needs to break the 80 and consolidate here. Yeah. There's a lot of sellers, 69. yeah, we're gonna bounce back up here a little bit. 70. Probably 75. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. I mean, see, they're stabilizing it right here. That's going to be the key. That target, the 57. Whenever they come up to it and then reverse like this, that usually tells me that the market is going to at least stabilize, potentially breaking the 80. 57, 75 is pretty much the stop for that rotation. And we can see if we can get 80, 90. The harmony wave is disconnecting, and we're at the bottom end of the range. And this could be a trap for anybody that remains short. It's a two-sided market, so a trade like that has a bit of validity with a stop under 57. Let's call it 58. I mean, we got the 80, a higher low here. If they flip it, see that one, see that move, that is the key here. The fact that we could not break that trend line, and we talked about that earlier in two spots, right here and right here. Look what happened after that. The market made a decent move. So now we're doing the same thing here. And if they cannot break that 70, the 80 right now, we're going to get another round of selling. So that puts me on a holding pattern. You almost have to break the 80 even if to even contemplate the idea of going long. The structure of the market right now is shifting to the short. See how close we're getting there. All right. That's what we needed to see. I mean, that helps the longs. That's 3 times coming into that target. Okay? So, what does that mean? That means we could see a counter that could take us to the 90 and to retest the 600 with a stop under that 57. I mean 58. we need to clear this area or this box, which is 83 to 58. There is a captain set up long on the 40 NT Rinko. Here you go. That captain set up at 78. So we're gonna get that push up here. And they're trapping now. They're trapping the shorts. They're trapping. See that test of 600? Okay. You break anything above harmony zone number 1, then the sequence of events is very bullish from that moment on against that 560, 558. That test needed to break that low, and the fact that they didn't and came back up here, then the retest of 600 is what's on the docket. Now a break above 610 will get the market back in sync on the long side, and then pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis with a target of 658. And the stop to all those rotations are going to be the 560 and actually a couple of places, 577 and 558. So you got to break that 610. On top of it, we got that captain setup signal right here. So now that 77 right here, and then the 58 down here. Those two levels, which mean that this signals needs to hold. I mean, they can come in the body of it and make another higher low. We'll see. But the 610 needs to show up for the longs, and any test of this area needs to hold with a higher low. And that will position the market for a rally to 658 structurally. If this area fails, then you're going to get to that 558 and the whole thing will collapse into lower low, lower lows at that point. ES is out of sync, and we have a target of 56.65 and a quarter. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break, I mean, obviously, if we break anything above 90. All right, so far, just that one trade that we did. So we survived survived Monday with a profit. Hey, that's a good day. So we're at 345, and most likely I'm gonna leave that alone for today. Just take that one, and tomorrow we'll do this again. I'm gonna do the same thing on Friday. Just kind of spend a lot more time just seeing the market than just do one or two trades, and or just do evaluation accounts on Friday. And we'll get active Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 710 is the key to this rotation, and we'll go from there. So across the board, DJ, how did we do? Sheila, Marty, Rebecca, Steven, Ethan, where we at? Winning Circle, Alpha, Joseph, David, Vitali. Ooh, look at you, Rebecca. That's a turnaround. That's the hallmark of a champion right there. You're going from negative to positive. Marty up 1,500. He gets the crown for the day. Steven up 175. Why are you complaining, Steven? You could be down $175. Take it, man. Take it. Take the profit. David is up on some evals. Reaping Alpha is 302 on PA. That's good stuff. Yeah, Monday afternoon typically is good, but all right, guys, that's 11 o'clock for me. Positive day, good day. We'll do this again tomorrow. Have a blessed one. See you on the next one.